people, welcome to In the Footsteps of John Wesley, and today I'm in a very different place than last time. I'm in the great city of Manchester. So let's go and take a look at some of the places that John Wesley preached. I think I'm just going to have a nice hot drink first though. Starting the day with a pain au chocolat and regular mocha. Sorry Rhode Island, but I'm here in Cafe Nero. But just having a look through some of my notes, and we're going to take a look in a minute at a really significant place where Wesley preached and became very important for the Wesleyan Methodist mission. Okay, let's go and take a look. Okay, so we're on Market Street. A bit noisy down here. This is Manchester for you. The good, the bad, and I guess the ugly. This is where all the street preachers hang out, on Market Street. I can't see any... Oh my goodness, that's loud. I can't see any today. Okay, so take two. Yes, this is where the street preachers tend to congregate. I've seen at least 4 in one time just down this short street, a bit like running the gauntlet. I have preached here myself, probably a couple of times, I think. Also, you get people like Jason Burns preaches here sometimes. Kevin Williams used to preach here. And it's like any big city, they've seen it all, they've heard it all. On one of the occasions I preached, nearly got hit by a coffee cup missile from McDonald's. Thankfully it missed me. A bit of a waste of coffee really. But on the whole you get quite an indifferent response from the people of Manchester, I guess like most big cities. But we're having a walk down here because I'm going to take you to a place called St. Anne's Square. I think it was originally known as Acres Field, and we're going to see one of the places where John Wesley preached in Manchester. So let's go take a look. Okay, so we're at the start of St. Anne's Square, and there's a church or a chapel here where Wesley preached. I think it's twice, in 1733 and 1738, where once again he met up with his old friend John Clayton. And so let's go and have a look at the chapel. Okay, so it's just started to rain, which would seem quite fitting since we're in Manchester. It's known as the Rainy City, and there is the, well, I guess you call it a church, not a chapel. And there's should be a little plaque on there that will tell us something about John Wesley. So let's have a look. Oh, by the way, this is a strange thing, but St. Anne's Square was apparently, this is the route that Charles Edward Stuart, the Young Pretender, took in the 1700s, probably about 1745, I think. You might know him better as Bonnie Prince Charlie, and he took his Highlanders through here, I guess on the way down south. But it's kind of funny imagining him here. But I mean, why not? There's a great McDonald's over there, so they could have all had something to eat, couldn't they? Let's have a look then at the chapel and at this plaque. Okay, so this is the plaque. St. Anne's Square, originally called Acres Field. Every St. Michael's Day affair was held, and then you've got various historical things going on. Then just, I don't know if you can see that, just near the bottom of the plaque, it says in 1738 John Wesley preached here, and there you are, a little bit of stuff. There you go, 1745 Charles Edward Stuart rode into the square. So this is a place Wesley preached here in Manchester. But now we're going to have a look over on Oldham Street at the site where Wesley not only preached but founded a chapel here in the city. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I'm stood outside the Central Hall, Methodist Central Hall in Manchester, and this was built probably about 1865, I think. It's part of the Wesleyan Methodist Manchester and Salford missions, but it's on the site of a much older place, which was a chapel which was opened by John Wesley in 1781. And unfortunately there's not very much, I don't think, left of that original chapel. I did come here once. They used to have Christian meetings here, and I came to see a guy called Ian Anderson, who was a Christian preacher. He'd suffered with a really bad speech impediment, like a stutter, and the Lord had healed him, and so he had this ministry where he's going around, trying to heal people really in the name of the Lord. And I remember coming here, and there was absolutely loads of people, hundreds and hundreds of people fill this place, and it's quite exciting to be amongst that many people, and just praising the Lord together. It's a very different place now. I don't even know what the Methodist Church, if anything, have to do with it. I know that they have LGBTQ salsa dancing here. I'm not sure that Wesley would have been in favour of that. What do you think? All right, let's have a look inside, and I'll see how much they'll let me film. Yeah, so quite impressive, nice kind of architecture there as we come up. This is the main doors of the building, so they're going to let me through. Okay, so there's a sign, Methodist Centre Chapel.
Why are you filming?
So did you catch that? Why are you filming? Well, I guess it seemed like a good idea. So that's as far as I got. Didn't get any further than that. So what I thought I'd do, just to finish off this section, is read to you some of the words of John Wesley. This is taken from the complete works of John Wesley, a scheme of self-examination. So these are a number of questions that that were asked by the Methodists in Oxford, and I'll just read you a short section of that. So they would ask themselves these questions: have I been zealous to do and active in doing good? That is, 1. Have I embraced every probable opportunity of doing good and preventing, removing or lessening evil? 2. Have I pursued it with my might? 3. Have I thought anything too dear to part with to serve my neighbour? 4. Have I spent an hour at least every day in speaking to someone or other? 5. Have I given anyone up till he expressly renounced me? So he's talking about, witnessing about Christ. Have I, before I spoke to any, learned as far as I could his temper, way of thinking, past life, and peculiar hindrances, internal and external? Fix the point to be aimed at, then the means to it. So it's very thorough. It's helpful because as a Christian, when you witness to somebody, these are the things that you need to know. What do I aim at? How should I address the person? 7. Have I in speaking proposed the motives, then the difficulties, then balanced them, then exhorted him to consider both calmly and deeply, and to pray earnestly for help? Have I in speaking to a stranger explained what religion is not negative, not external, and what it is, a recovery of the image of God? Searched at what step in it he stops and what makes him stop there, exhorted and directed him. It's an approach to Christianity that I think is largely missing in the contemporary church. The thoroughness with which Wesley talks about sharing the gospel. And if you've read any of his sermons, I recommend the 44 sermons, or particularly the 53 sermons, if you can get hold of that book, and you'll see Wesley's preaching is so thorough and really goes to the heart of the matter. And so this is the instructions that he is giving to those who want to follow in his footsteps. How do I use my time? What words do I use with those who are lost? And have I been thorough? Have I been diligent? Not just to start discharging my responsibility with the gospel, but have I been thorough and diligent in bringing that person to Christ? Well, there you go. I'll catch up with you soon, and we'll have some more, God willing, following in the footsteps of John Wesley. God bless you.